I was 12 years old when I first tried marijuana. I started with just the flower.
Rick, not his real name, is now 15 and 9 months into full-time residential rehab. He is insulated from the fanfare surrounding New York's new cannabis industry, where there's applause at the legal dispensaries.
I bought some gummies.
With a percentage of profits going to employment and school initiatives. Meantime, the sheriff has been pulling weed out of illegal smoke shops.
This bag probably weighs.
Addiction counselors say we need to pull the covers off a politically sensitive topic.
If we're not giving accurate information around the potential public health disaster that the commercialization of marijuana can be, particularly for our young people, I think we're doing not only parents, schools, but we're doing our young people a great disservice.
Steve Chasman runs the Long Island Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence.
I won't bore you, but the prefrontal cortex is not fully developed until 25, 26, 27.
The state made 21 the legal age for recreational marijuana use and produced public service announcemements.
We are building an equitable industry that invests in communities.
Dashita Dawson is founding director of Cannabis NYC.
You have to mature a bit before you start to utilize really anything. I'm probably saying that for credit cards, alcohol, and cannabis.
But there's a key question here. Is the focus on equity in the commercial sale of marijuana getting more attention than education about THC and the impact that early use can have on adolescents and teens?
I wasn't achieving the high that I used to get.
So Rick says he went from toking joints to vaping from cartridges.
It was the concentrate from the THC, like dabs.
THC. Tetrahydrocannabinol, the psychoactive chemical in cannabis.
We've seen the THC concentration levels go off the chart, off the rails.
Back in the 1970s, THC levels in marijuana were typically 1%, inching up to 3 to 5% in the 1980s. In the 2020s, it soared much higher.
I started to notice a little bit more of a depression.
Rick's mom thinks he started using marijuana as a way to self-medicate when medicine for ADHD didn't help.
Especially this generation, they think, well, look, it's going to be legal.
It just made me feel calm, and I like that feeling.
Yet the Centers for Disease Control warns cannabis use disorder is associated with psychotic breaks.
I was seeing shadows, and I was hearing people like calling my name. I looked around my whole house, and nobody was there.
The University of Colorado did a study after marijuana was legalized in that state and found emergency room visits for teens quadrupled. Psychosis was a common symptom. Yet there was pushback last year when several politicians suggested some of the teen suspects in deadly mass shootings were heavy marijuana users.
We have no correlation between the use of cannabis and these mass shootings, so putting them together is more fear-mongering around cannabis.
Dawson did acknowledge there was an increase in ER visits for people misusing edibles. And here in New York, a vaping incident nearly turned deadly at New Rochelle High School when a student accidentally ingested fentanyl.
It really is like an issue to see like a kid go down like that in the school.
Rick believes he did have breaks with reality during heavy cannabis use. He is supposed to graduate from his residential program this month.
You have to learn that there's definitely an alternative. I like fashion. I like skating. I can definitely do the things that I love to do.
I'm Mary Murphy, Pix 11 News.